group of fragrances. This training will not only help you learn more about FM, but it will give you the confidence and the tools to help you explain FM fragrances to your customers a little better. You will all now become FM perfume consultants, helping your customers choose the perfect fragrances for them. Drom. Drom have been around since 1911 and are very well respected perfumery throughout the world, not only with FM, but with other leading fragrance designers like Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Escada, Ralph Lauren. They do not produce the oils for Chanel. Chanel use their own in-house perfumers to protect their brand, but still use the most up-to-date fashion smells possible. FM source the oils from one of Drom's 4 worldwide plants, Munich in Germany. We will discuss the processes later, but FM only use quality oils, just like the leading brands do. Quality is priority. We've got 199 fragrances. We've got 199 fragrances on offer. All our perfumes are by FM, Federico Mahora. Each fragrance has a number written on the box and the bottom of the bottle, but now it's actually slap bang on the front of the label. You cannot fail to know which pure range the number is, but on our luxury bottles you'll find the number on the bottom. So we've got 58 pure fragrances for her, we've got 27 pure for him, we've got 5 boutique fragrances, and we've got 16 pheromones, 19 intense, 3 handbag, which we are losing shortly, and 61 luxuries. Also, a great tool to use when helping your customers and to do at parties is the app Perfume Finder. So go to www.mobile.fmworld.com/en. That's where you can download it for your iPhone or your iPad, and then on for your Android via Google Play. Now, when FM originally started back in 2006, there was only 50 fragrances. 19 of those are still available today. There was no shower gels, there was no luxury scents, there was no home care or makeup back in them days, but now we've got over 650 products. FM are always expanding and growing, and that's what makes the business even more exciting. Year after year, it just grows and grows. The pure range is £13.50 to us, and only £13.50 to customers, but it's only £9.50 to business partners and preferred customers. That gives you £4 profit and 34 points. They come in a white box for women, and as you've just seen, the black box for men. Both are 50ml and 20% perfume oil. Then we have the pheromones. They've been reported to attract interest from all sexes and give the wearer greater confidence. It's great to wear for a meeting or an interview. And personally, when I first started in FM, I used the pheromones for when I was doing events and parties because I really did lack confidence. But giving a squirt of that really gave me a boost. And somewhere in your nasal passage actually is the pheromone sensor. So the best thing to do is buy a bottle and sample it for yourself. I know personally of friends that, can't stand cats. When they had pheromones on, the cats were swamped to them when they went to a friend's house. They nearly freaked out. And then I know somebody else who couldn't work with a gentleman on the train she was working with because it had an effect on him. So you really do have to try them to see for yourself what they really are like. Also in our offer, we've got the hot collection. To customers, that's £14.50, and to us, it's £10.50. Them bottles will give you 38 points. Now, the men's in that range as well is 24% fragrance oil. The ladies is 30% fragrance oil. For women, there's 12 fragrances, and for men, there's 6. Both of them are 50ml bottles. Then finally, we've got our extravagant and luxury range for both men and women. Both come in beautiful packages, larger bottles, they're a bit more fancier, and they range from 30 to 50 mils. As you can see, that's our ladies pure, and we've got the men's pure. Now, going on to the perfume concentrations. So what perfume did you use to buy in the high street? When you bought as presents or went and treated yourself? It was EDT. Weak high street scents are not are mainly EDT due to the overheads and the costings of how much it makes. What's involved in a bottle of perfume, which we're going to go through in a minute, that is why high streets only tend to sell the weaker EDT because of cost. But did you know that high street brands have a label bottles? They have to label them and let customers know that they're scents are EDT or EDP. So this is why you see this on a bottle, but they will not make it public, the actual strength inside the fragrance. You have to look at the packaging, because they're not going to say it on telly, you know, oh, it's £60 for this EDT. They're just going to say it's £60 for this top selling fragrance. But when you go and look at the actual bottle, it's just toilet water, and you want the pure parfum like what FM create. Now, a little test that you can do is shake the bottle of EDT perfume. You can do this at parties. It's great to do at parties, this. So find a bottle of EDT, shake it, and you'll see it's full of small bubbles, and they vanish pretty quick. This tells you that the perfume oil is very low. Now, shake a bottle of the hot collection, and you'll see the bubbles are bigger and they disappear slowly. This tells you that there's a high concentration of oil in the product. So that's a brilliant tip to do. Purchase a bottle of hot and take an old bottle of EDT, and you could even do this actually, you know, for a Facebook Live or something. Demonstrate the weakness of a high street to the strength of an FM. So eau de toilette is 12%, eau de parfum 16%, parfum is 20% and more. Our pheromones are 20%, and our hot collection, the men's 24%, and the ladies is 30%. So why are high street perfumes expensive? Because not only do they have to pay for the, you know, their own bottles, they've got to package it, purchase the oil, then they've got to endorse it, then they send it to the national wholesaler. They pay then tax to the national wholesaler. Then the national wholesaler sells that on to the regional wholesaler. Again, that incurs a tax and a VAT charge. Then the regional wholesaler sells it to the retailers, who again have to pay VAT and tax and everything else. And that's when it comes into the advertising that brings in further costs. And that is why they put weaker concentration in, because of all them overheads they have to even pay before they get that bottle of perfume on the shelf. With FM, you can see our £18.50 range, that they just spend the money on the packaging and the oil. That is why we cut out all the middlemen and the unnecessary costs, and we can give you a stronger perfume concentration. So why are designer perfumes so expensive? As I've just explained, they go from the producer to the national wholesaler, to the regional wholesaler, to the retail store. Then they've got to pay the designers. As you can see, Nicole Kidman was paid $30 million for her advert that she'd done for Chanel No. 5. We don't get that. You might just see me on Facebook or YouTube, and that's it. And then it goes to the consumer. So before it even goes on the shelf, they've got to pay all the VAT and the taxes. And why FM perfumes are so affordable is we cut it all out. We go straight to the drum, then it goes to Perfand, our factory in Poland, who then bottle it and then ship it on to the FM UK branch, to the Australia branch, to wherever we've got branches. They then purchase the perfume from Perfand and then sell it on to you guys at a massive, massive discount. Now, we're going to go through some questions, and these are going to really help you answer questions that your customers may have, and it's knowledge that you will find priceless to your business. So what are fragrance notes? On average, in a bottle of perfume, there are about from 40 to even 150 different ingredients. Some of the ingredients are lighter and they disappear faster, like your citrus scents. Others are naturally stronger and last longer. That is the reason why the smell of perfume changes as time goes by. So what do the head, heart and base categories mean? The first smell that you can perceive just after you apply some perfume on the skin is called the head note. The note mainly consists of citrusy ingredients, which are very light, and so they fade quickly. The head note may last up to 1 minute. At the departure of the head note, the heart note comes in. The note mainly consists of flowery ingredients, which are very pleasant in terms of smell and last longer lasting compared to the head note. The heart note usually lasts around 30 to 40 minutes. Then finally the base note appears. And this note consists of quite heavy perfume molecules and ingredients like musk, wood, leather, and different spices. This is the longest lasting note, which on average can be detected even after 12 hours. So how do the fragrance families help me choose the right perfume? Because our sense of smell is so emotional, we assume that fragrances are confusing, a jumble of different perfumes with no rhyme or reason. It's not true. When you classify the fragrances you've worn, you'll probably find that they fall mostly into just 2 or 3 families. Once you know the families you especially like, the fragrance manual will show you what other fragrances fall into the same family. So we've got the woody, we've got oriental, we've got floral oriental, we've got fougere, we've got floral. There's so many. You will see this on the back office in the FM shop. It will, guide you into which category these fall into. And also look in your catalogues, because they really go in depth with what ingredients are in the perfume bottle. So then you will find that I personally love Chypre. I love Chypre fragrances. So that would be, if you're using the Colour My Perfume system, that's anything with a purple label, which for me would be 180. That sort of really musky and warming fragrances. Those are the types I like. So go and sample which ones you will find that you fall into. So is it true that a person has his own individual scent fingerprint? Yes, it is true. That's due to the fact that almost everyone has a different skin chemistry. Our skin chemistry depends on genes or diet. When perfumes are applied to the skin, the fragrance oil interacts with the oil which is produced in our skin. Therefore, the same perfume might smell different on different people. That is why if you smell on somebody FM313 and you think, oh my God, that smells absolutely gorgeous, and then you think, right, I'm going to go and buy a bottle of 313, but then you wear it and you'll think, oh my God, I don't like this. That's because everybody's skin and scent fingerprint is different. That's why it smells different on one person to another, because of our skin and our own oils and odors. Is it true that your sense of smell is not as keen in the winter as it is in the summer? Yes, it's true. It happens because the temperature increases the impact of odor. So during the summer, it is recommended to wear lighter perfume, fresh, citrusy. Whereas during the winter time, we can go for something heavier and stronger, like the oriental and the musky fragrances. That kind of very strong fragrance is worn during the summertime, maybe a bit overpowering. Have you ever, smelled, say, FM24? That would be perfect to wear on an evening or for the winter. But if you were to wear that in the summer, I'm sure it could maybe make your eyes water, especially if you're just in Morrison's or something doing your shopping and you think, whoa, that is because the weather, the temperatures interact with fragrances. So why do we wear and love fragrances so much? Because it helps us feel good about ourselves and others. Recent psychological tests show that people who use fragrance regularly have a more positive attitude towards socializing and may be more socially skilled than those who seldom or never wear it. It was generally found that people who believe that others think they smell good had more confidence, more fun too. What do you think? Also, the fragrances were created by the fashion houses. This is where you've got your Gucci and your Escada. They created dresses, and then they thought, well, their dresses had to have a sense of smell to go with them, and that is why you get your original, your designer fragrances came from. So why can't I smell the fragrance I'm wearing after a while? This is a very, very common question. Several of the senses tire after constant stimulation. The sense of smell classically cuts off within minutes. Because you can't move away from your own perfume, you become used to it. So you may think it's disappeared, but others can still smell it. That just means that you have found the perfect fragrance for you. Is perfume an aphrodisiac? Scent can certainly make you feel sexier, but there's no scientific evidence to suggest that fragrance is actually an aphrodisiac. Smell is obviously linked to our sexuality, and some experts believe that hormones released from the glands in the armpit act as a powerful sexual attractant. I'm glad we have deodorant. In the way that the pheromones are released by animals, the sense of confidence the right perfume can give us, plus the attractive chemical cocktail it helps create, can certainly be a great turn on. I've heard a few very interesting stories from our distributors wearing FM pheromones, and I've just shared a couple of those with you before. If you haven't tried them, try them. So here are just a few examples of what numbers that you could try to give you a little buzz, or for, if you've got a job interview or doing an event. So for him, for seduction, he should wear 52 and 110. For success at an interview or something, he should wear 54, 64, 134. For self-confidence, for a boost, he should wear FM 56. And for women, if you're feeling a bit flirty, wear FM 18, 23 or 101. If you want success, a job interview, a presentation, or you're at an event, wear 33, 81 and 98. If you are wanting attractiveness, try 97. So who is going to try it and feedback? Please do so. Buy a bottle of pheromones, try it at an event or a party, or going out with animals, anything. Just let us all know how you get on and what your results of trying the pheromones are. Is it true that fragrances react differently on blondes, brunettes and redheads? Yes, that's also true, but it's got nothing to do with the hair colour. The skin type is the factor. Usually people with naturally blonde hair or ginger have dry skin. People with darker hair have a more oily skin type. That is why perfume will interact differently with their skin, and so the smell may be different. So if you would like to extend the durability of perfume, make sure your skin is properly hydrated. It is a good idea to apply some moisturising body lotion after taking a shower and spray the perfume on it, because that way the fragrances will definitely last much longer. And it is true, people with a dark skin tone have got more oil in the body, therefore the perfume is going to stick to it longer. The lighter your skin, the harder it will be. So if you wear a body lotion, the perfume will grab and stick to that lotion on your skin. And, layering products isn't just for an upsell, it is to help your perfume last longer. Can perfume be kept indefinitely? No. However, the expiry date is very long. It's usually 8 or 9 years. That concerns perfumes which have not been opened, kept in a dark place. If a bottle of perfume's been opened, it's meant to be used. The perfume should be used within 12 months, because if it's kept for longer, the strength will fade away, and we've all smelled off perfume, haven't we? Oh, it just reminds me of the days my mum used to wear opium back in the 80s, and it's like, oh my God, it's just awful. So how should I store my perfume? Keep your fragrances in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and heat sources such as radiators. Extreme heat or cold will upset the delicate balance of the oils and change the scent. Once a bottle of perfume is opened, it's meant to be used. In fact, the worst place to store your fragrances at home is the bathroom, because of the temperature, and the humidity in the bathroom is fluctuating very frequently, and that does have a massive negative impact on your fragrance oil. So if you've got perfume bottles in your bathroom now, get them out. Get them in your bedroom, or put them in a cupboard, dark, cool place. No any radiators, no any light sources, and definitely not near rising and lowering temperatures. So can fragrance change my mood? Yes. One of the most remarkable properties of fragrance is the way it instantly affects our emotions. Studies have shown that fragrance can stimulate or calm us, encourage a good mood or bad, shape positive or negative memories, and induce sweet dreams. Aromatherapy, the art of healing with fragrance essential oils, is based on the idea that aroma has a powerful and effective to mood. We've seen we've got the Sweet Dreams linen spray That is perfect to put on your pillows when you're going to sleep because of the ingredients in it. It has the calming effects. It's the same with your Hello Honey. When you put that in the bath, that is calming. And it's the same with certain other fragrances as well. They are created to relax or stimulate as well. Fragrances have long been recognised as a powerful and subtle tool for rebalancing the mind and the body. The old Chinese proverb says that every perfume is a medicine. In a recent study, peppermint and lily of the valley were found to increase alertness at work. One Tokyo company pipes peppermint into the office to improve productivity. Another company sends different fragrances through the aircon system to enhance staff productivity. A whiff of citrus will help your day get off to a good start, and a touch of cedar seems to relieve tiredness during the lunch break or that afternoon slump. And also in travel agents, have you ever been in and you've just you really want to buy that holiday? Because they pump coconut through their aircon system as well. A lot of shops do it. It's just to create, it's just a trick that they use to get your mind into thinking, right, I need that smell of coconut on my skin and booking that holiday. Right, so I've been wearing the same fragrance for years. So why does it seem so different now? Probably because your personal chemistry and your body temperature have changed slightly. Perhaps you're on a low-fat diet or taking some new medication. Are you pregnant? Are you exercising more frequently? Has your skin become drier? Are you using more moisturizer? Fragrance formula rarely changes, but diet or medication changes, produces new chemicals that come through the pores and can change the fragrance balance on your skin. So if people say to you when they're wearing the perfume, it doesn't smell the same, blah, 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 then you need to be asking these questions, especially if the regular customers of like our FM18, they've maybe been buying it from you for years, and then suddenly they say it smells different. It doesn't, because we're using it exactly the same oil, the same process to create it, but have they made changes? Can fragrance be sprayed on the hair? Yes, but there are two conditions. First, your hair must be strong, because if it isn't, the perfume may damage your hair and make it brittle. Secondly, your hair must be freshly shampooed, because if it isn't, the fragrance oil may interact with the scalp oil and the smell may not be very pleasant. So if you do not have strong hair and you want your hair to smell nice, you can use one of our FM fragranced hair sprays. Apart from giving your hair a nice smell, it'll give it a nice shine thanks to the provitamin B5 that it contains. Where should perfumes be applied? Perfumes should be applied to the pulse points. The pulse points are locations on the body where the blood vessels are closest to the skin. These spots emanate heat, which can help fragrance to emanate from your skin into the air. Apply your perfume to these points: inner wrists, back of the throat, behind the ears, behind your knees, and the inner elbows. As you wear your perfume throughout the day, it's going to react with your body heat, and that will continue to emit the scent. Apply your perfume from 5-inch distance, and please, please, please do not rub your wrists together, because that will crush the scent. Wait and just let it dry, or walk into the spray, but never, never, never. I always tell people, if it makes me cringe, they spray their wrist and then they're like rubbing it. It's like, no, you're crushing the perfume oil. Just let it dry. So can you spray fragrance to clothes? Always apply perfume before putting your clothes and jewellery on. Some fragrances will leave permanent stains on fabrics, metals and pearls. If you want to risk the perfume in your clothes, say spraying some scent on a scarf, be sure to test it on a hidden area of the fabric first and spray lightly. So try and avoid it, because you don't want to be wearing a silk blouse or anything like that's got a shine, and then the oil will stick to your clothes. So just put it onto your skin first, then put your clothes on, or put it onto a scarf. But like I've just said, test it first. Can diet affect the way a fragrance smells? As we've just said, absolutely. If you're on a low-fat diet, the oil levels in your skin tend to be lower. So you may find that your fragrance doesn't seem to last as long. Also, nicotine is a substance that changes your body chemistry and affects the way you smell. So if you smoke, not only will fragrances tend to not last as long on your skin, but you'll find that your sense of smell is duller. Antibiotics may also change your fragrance. Firstly, because many antibiotics change the smell of your skin, but secondly, because their action disseminates the bacteria on your skin, which in turn blends your skin oils to produce a fragrance that is distinctive to you. So how should fragrances be tested? Apply the perfume to the wrist or the back of your hand. Don't just sniff a flavicon because perfume comes to life only on your skin, which means don't use the little plastic inserts of the sample bottles. You see these people like smell them. No, you need to put it onto your skin. Wait a few moments to let that, remember that we've got the top notes and we've got the heart, the base. So give the fragrance time to bloom on your skin. Let the notes talk to you. If you want to try on several fragrances, apply the first fragrance to one wrist, wait a few moments, apply the second to the other wrist, and apply a third to the inside of your elbow. Remember, the 3 is the maximum number of fragrances you should try at any one time. Any more and your nose is likely to become confused. Sometimes you may ask yourself the question, why can't, you smell the fragrances you were wearing after a while? Several of the senses tire after constant stimulation. So the sense of smell classically cuts off within minutes because you can't move away from your own perfume. You become used to it. So you may think it's disappeared, but as we said before, people will still smell it. So another thing you can do is in our group, we have the fragrance we use at parties of where you apply the perfumes. So make a note you've got on your left wrist, your right wrist, your inner elbow, your right inner elbow of which fragrances you've sampled. Let them settle for 5 minutes, then go back and smell them again and see which one you prefer above the others. Then you've got a mental note wrote down of what it is. Now, once you've done that, you need to be smelling some coffee beans to relax your senses again, because as we've just said, when you smell a few perfumes, they all blend into one. You just physically can't take any more smells into your senses. So you rebalance your senses so you can do it all again by smelling coffee beans. This is what they use at Harrods. Well, don't forget FM have got coffee beans now as well. Or a dry, unused tea bag. And believe me, I have seen people send me images of, this is a great tip. This sent me an image of a used tea bag. Seriously, use a dry, unused tea bag, and that will rebalance your senses. And then 5 minutes later, start to sample them again. So how to find the perfect fragrance? We've got the fragrance wheel. Did you know that the designers of perfume use elements of the fragrance wheel? And there are 6 of the main ones used by all of them, and so do we. We've got chiffre, fougere, oriental, citrus, wood, and floral. We work with the most fashionable blends for the season, just like the main brands do. Not different to the fashion, the catwalks. When they release a new designer outfit, then the likes of Topshop, New Look, other retail stores pick up that fashion brand and create their own version. That is exactly what we do with designer fragrances. So there you've got the citrus, which is fresh and energetic. Oriental, that's heavier notes, sensual and extremely durable. Wood, which is warm and resinous, sandalwood. And the floral, light and delicate. Scents in the seasons. In the summer, you should be wearing floral and citrus. But remember, these are not going to last as long because it's summer. You don't want a heavy fragrance in that time of year. So you're going to wear the floral and citrus one. Autumn, you would going to wear more of an oriental floral or an oriental fruit. That's slightly warming. That's getting you ready for the winter coming. And in the winter, it's freezing. You want to be warmed up. So you wear oriental wood or oriental spicy fragrances. Now, these may still be relevant. They may not be. So A strong fragrance for confident ladies should be 24, 34, 363, 352, 356. A subtle fragrance for charming ladies, 411, 25, 271, 362, 317, 354. These will be changed as well accordingly. Strong fragrances for a confident man. He should try 189, 56, 152, 198, 327. Subtle fragrance for seductive men. 457, 55, 110, 329, 195 and 330. Energetic fragrances for sporty ladies. 272, 80, 400, 318, 321, 351. Ideal summer fragrances for modern ladies. 98, 07, 185, 355, 281 and 319. Energetic fragrances for active men. 63, 93, 135, 332, 300, 334. Ideal summer fragrances for the masculine man. 224, 134, 208, 160, 328 and 331. Now, shouldn't I get myself a job at Gala Bingo? Right, the other tools, everybody, this is a must-have, and you know I say it all the time. You cannot sell perfume if you don't have perfume samples to sell, and definitely if you're not even wearing the product. So the starter kits start from £11.50, which is the mini kit there on the left. Then you've got the £48.50, which you get a brochure and you get some paperwork as well, and that is the larger kit. But the £59.99 kit, that is going to get you the big massive kit with all the samples. You don't get the boutique samples, guys, in any of these, and that's going to come with all the flyers and the paperwork. We no longer do the samples in the kits yet. Right, so increase your profit by layering and associated products, and that is your upselling. Now, as I said before about this different skin, remember, if you've got pale skin, you're going to have a lot more dry skin than somebody who's got darker skin. The same with the hair. Red-headed people will find that they need to put body lotion on as well to help the fragrances last longer, as against to somebody, you know, with darker skin who dark black hair, they're going to have oilier skin, so they perhaps won't need to layer the products as much. So you could got the deodorants, we've got the shower gels and the body lotions, we've got the pheromones, the hot collection, we've got the aftershave balm, we've got the fragranced hairsprays, which doesn't, you know, guys, it's a scent, it's a fragrance hair scent, it's not going to be like a maximum hold or anything like that. You've also got the shaving foam and the splash on aftershave. And I will remind people, because I know a lot of you don't know this fact, the splash on aftershave is actually only about 7% fragrance oil in it. So if somebody wants a 1-1-10 splash on, it is not going to be as strong as what the spray is. So just be aware of that.